To dig deeper into today's episode of Blues Moments in Time, check out the show notes for this episode in the description. We provide links to further reading and YouTube links to the artist's music. We now return to Blues Moments in Time. From the Blues Hotel Collective, welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where every groove holds a memory and every moment echoes the truth of what came before. Today, we rewind the reel, trace the footsteps, and revisit the chapters that shaped the blues. Here is our host, Kelvin Huggins.
Welcome to Blues Moments in Time, the podcast dedicated to exploring the rich history and the cultural significance of blues music. I'm Kelvin Huggins, and today we're travelling through the stories, struggles, and sounds tied to March 11. We begin with the cultural landscape. On this day in 1959, a long simmering dream stepped boldly into the spotlight. Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun opened on Broadway, marking the first time a black woman playwright commanded that stage. The play's portrait of a Southside Chicago family fighting for dignity echoed the same emotional terrain the blues had mapped for decades. Hope stretched thin, frustration sharpened by circumstance, and a stubborn belief in tomorrow. It was blues storytelling without a guitar in sight. Now let's turn to the political climate. March 11 carries a solemn weight. In 1965, the civil rights movement lost Reverend James Reeb, who had travelled to Selma to stand with black citizens demanding the right to vote. His death, just days after Bloody Sunday, became a national turning point. A reminder that the blues isn't just a sound, it's a witness, a record of the human cost behind every step toward justice. Of course, no discussion of blues history would be complete without exploring the music itself. On March 11, 1963, across the Atlantic, the Man Hug Blues Brothers were electrifying the Marquee Club in London. Before the pop hits and polished studio work, they were a gritty, jazz-leaning R&B outfit, the kind of band that made record executives lean forward and take notes. Their sound was part of the British wave that would soon send American blues back across the ocean with a new passport stamp. And today we spotlight a giant, Sonny Terry, who passed on this date in 1986. Sonny didn't just play harmonica, he animated it. His trademark whooping style could mimic laughter, pain, or the whistle of a train rolling through the Piedmont night. This date also marks the birth of several influential blues figures. Mississippi-born harp player Dusty Brown, whose tone helped shape the West Side Chicago sound, and guitarist Harvey Mandel, the sonic alchemist, who proved the blues could bend, stretch, and shimmer into psychedelic territory without losing its soul. And finally, we remember those who we lost on this day. The incomparable Sonny Terry, whose partnership with Brownie McGee remains the blueprint for acoustic blues duos. And Fannie Lou Hamer, whose voice, both spoken and sung, was a force that shook the walls of segregation. She didn't just fight for freedom, she sang it into being. Today's journey through March 11 reminds us that whether it's unfolding on a Broadway stage, along a dusty Alabama road, or inside a smoky London club, the blues is always present. It bears witness. It testifies. It keeps the dream alive, refusing to dry up like a raisin in the sun. And that's all for today's episode of Blues Moments in Time. Join me next time as we continue to explore the remarkable history of the blues.
If you love the blues, you found your new home. The Blues Hotel. Real music. Just Talkin' Blues, Real Stories, and Blues Moments in Time, the history that shaped it all. 3 podcasts, 1 home. The Blues Hotel Collective. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.